Hello, Stampers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin Up, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator outside of Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, or outside of Dillsburg. I'm in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So if you've ever gone north on 15 towards Harrisburg, you've driven through Dillsburg. It's just a little blink on your travels. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. I have a really fun, simple sidestep card that I want to share with you using some of my favorite colors, which if you watch me, you know that that is purple, right? So we're going to be playing with some fresh Freesia and Highland Heather tonight. But we'll just do a little bit of business before we get started, right? We are what? Oh my goodness, 2 weeks into the brand new annual catalog. And I'm telling you, I just keep placing orders. I don't know about you. One of the perks is, of course, the discount for a demonstrator, but I just keep placing orders because there's so much great stuff in here. Look at all those beautiful colors that I want to have in my arsenal to be able to share with you. So hopefully some of those are going to start coming in soon. Hi, Thelma. Hi, Betty. Well, hi, Susan. Welcome from Australia. Love having you with us. Hi, Corinne. So that's out and about. And if you are in the US and don't have a demonstrator that you're working with and you need a catalog, just let me know. We'll figure out how to get one to you. Then I want to talk about this really pretty card that we made last Tuesday night. This was also a fun fold. How cool is that? If you love the beach, then you love this card, right? This is designer series paper on here. Now you're going to ask me which one, and I'm going to say, I don't know. Oh, I think it's the linen, lovely linen paper that I used on the background there. So yes, so this was funfold. This winner is Jen Wisman. And Jen, I don't know if I saw you come on or not, but I'm going to write your name on a Post-it note so that I can get this out in the mail to you in the next couple of days. So congratulations and thank you so much for commenting. Remember, comments get you entered into the drawing for the cards that I make, or cards that I make each time we're live together. And then I want to remind you also about the awesome In Color kit promotion that we have going on right now. So if you're like me and you keep placing orders, check this kit promotion out, right? We always have a great kit. It's $125 in product of your choice for $99 plus tax. Stampin' Up even picks up the shipping on that. So you've all automatically have an 11% savings right there. But in addition, from now until the end of May, we are offering, along with that $125 in product, $66.50 in free In Color product. Now that's pretty cool. I've never seen Stampin' Up. I've been a demonstrator for over 18 years. Not saying I might not have forgotten, but I really don't think I've ever seen them offer brand new In Color product as part of your kit promotion that you can get for free. So that's $66.50 in free. So right there, now we've got an 11% savings on shipping. You're automatically getting $26 in free product with the $125 for $99. And now another $66.50. So that's a really, really good deal, right? Hey guys, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. It makes a huge difference. And it lets YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. So they'll continue to allow me to do more and more. So anyway, keep that in mind, especially if you have a long wish list with the new catalog, or maybe you want first shot at ordering out of the upcoming mini and celebration. Remember that will be launching. What is wrong with my mouth? Launching on July 1st. All right. And then just a reminder, again, if you're looking for a demonstrator to work with, I would love to help you on your stamping journey. My website is addictedstamper.stampinup.net. My May host code is right here for you. Why is that host code important? Because if you do place an order with me using that host code of a minimum of $30 in product, you earn my Just Card kits. Okay. How cute are these, right? So you earn the kits. If you're local, there's an in-person class that you can attend. I believe it's June 8th. It's the second Wednesday of every month at 3 or 6 p.m., depending upon where the attendance is. And you get the kits, you get a full color PDF, you make the cards, you have to supply, if you're making them at home on your own, if you're not at the class, you have to supply the stamps, the ink, and the adhesive, because to stay in compliance with Stampin' Up's policies, I can't stamp any images. But what I can do is put beautiful designer series paper on, give you the embellishments, do all the embossing for you, and or the die cutting, right? And create the kits for you along with the envelopes. So again, that's a minimum $30 product order, and you earn the kits for free. If you are long distance and we need to ship the kits, we do ask for assistance in the mailing costs, right? So we ask for the postage. But otherwise, it's completely free with that minimum $30 product order. Of course, you can always order more. Don't let me think you just have to order 30, right? That might be hard to do. All right, let's start with our project. And we are playing with this beautiful Wisteria Wishes. I think I did one other card during sneak peek period with this stamp set, but I absolutely love, love, love this. Of course, when you think Wisteria, at least I do, think purple. Hi, Carol. And so, you know, that is one of my favorites. But check this out. Isn't this cool? So everything to cut out your stamped images, right? And then you also have all of these great standalone dies. So lots and lots of fun to play with. If you do the standalone dies for the Wisteria, you can see it's a good, what, 2 inches probably? 1 3/4, 2 inches. So it makes a really nice large blossom. So that's what we're playing with. But guess what? We're keeping it simple tonight. So we are not using the dies. But of course, anytime you buy a bundle, a stamp and a die, a stamp and a punch, you do get that 10% savings, right? So always good to buy the bundle. All right. So now let's get started. Okay, here's the funny for you. My cardstock is not here. My hubby was taking some pictures for me, and the cardstock got moved away from the station, so I had to go grab it. But I've got it. I've got it, and we're going to get started right now. So as I said, we are doing fresh freesia. This piece is 5.5 by 8 inches. You do not have to write the measurements down. I will have everything listed below, probably within an hour of the video going up. But again, 5.5 by 8 inches. And we are going to score this at 3. I use my trimmer probably upside down to some of you, right? Because this is too far away for me to see accurately. So I use it so that I can see this ruler down here. So we're doing 3, we're going to do 6. And of course, this arm being closed, this little leg is exactly 6 inches. So if you have a hard time seeing where the 6-inch mark is, that is a good indicator that you're right there. You are on it. And then 7. And then I have one more piece. And this piece, we are going to score at 4 1/4. That is all we need to do with the trimmer, which is pretty cool for a fun fold, right? 3, 6, 7, and then 4 1/4 on our other piece. And we are going to just fold just like that. Okay. Now, of course, we're going to crease all those score lines with our bone folder. So, Susan, what time is it in Australia? Hi, Carol. I used to be able to do that, those time zones in my head, but not so much anymore. I think because I don't travel overseas as much as I used to, right? who does with the pandemic for the last couple of years. So that's going to be our base. Okay. And then we're just going to fold this over as well and give ourselves a nice sharp crease. And you saw me folding and scoring both directions. For me, that just makes it a little sharper and it holds it in position a little bit better. Okay. We're going to bring in some of the Design a Daydream paper. And if you haven't noticed that, it is in the back of your catalog with the hostess benefits. So we had that huge pack of paper in the last catalog that was a hostess benefit, and everybody loved it. Well, we have another one. So this is going to be found on page 179, Design a Daydream 12 by 12. There are 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. And so there are a ton of papers in that pack. And one of the patterns that we're using is this one, although we're going to use this pretty light old olive designer paper. This side of it. And this is going to go right in here. So we'll go ahead and mount that. If you hang around to the end and you'd like to see May's paper pumpkin, the one that featured all the in colors, hopefully you got yours. I just got mine today, so we can open it together. And then I have another strip of that. We're going to put that down here, right there. It was a tough decision because both sides of this paper are really pretty. That's one of the hardest things with our designer series papers, I think, is deciding which side you're going to use and which side you're going to sacrifice. But when you get multiple sheets of the paper, it's a little bit easier because you can use some on each side, right? We love, love, love that. Okay, so then let me grab the piece that we're going to stamp on. And it's just a basic white piece. We're going to bring in some old olive ink and the greenery, the branch, whatever you'd like to call it. And I'm probably shaking the camera. I apologize. But I want to make sure that's nice and inked. And if I have a piece of scrap here, I'm going to bring that in too. So one of the things that you get in your starter kit, if you take advantage of that promotion, is you get this grid paper. And this is the new in color grid paper, which is fabulous, as you can see. And it has all the different new in colors in it. Ooh. That is old olive, but that is dark. Darker than I expected. I must have just re-inked this one. What do you think? Just give that a bit of a clean. And then I'm going to bring in the Wisteria. So the nice thing is that this is a tri-stamp, which automatically is going to line up with our branch. Okay, just like that. So we are going to grab the fresh Freesia. Going to see how this looks. I didn't quite get that branch as straight across as I would have liked. But if this doesn't look too bad hanging there, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. And then we're going to add some detail with it with the Highland heather. So each one of these, we're just going to stamp on top of the two-step approach, right? With the Highland heather. So pretty simple image to stamp. I'm going to let that sit over here, and I'm going to bring in a piece that we're going to stamp our greeting on. And this says, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. We are going to stamp that in that old olive again. Hi, Connie. Thanks for watching, guys, and joining me. It's always more fun when you're here with me than when I'm here by myself. I'm going to line that up at the edge. I think I'm still on camera. Try to get that straight. Oh, that looks pretty good. We'll take it. Crazy winds here today. No rain that I'm aware of. Today, did you guys have any storms or winds or anything? This is going to get mounted on a mat. So far simple, right? I said it was going to be a simple side step card. All right. We are going to bring in that other piece of fresh freesia. This is going to get mounted right in the center. And then do you see what's going to happen here? We're going to line the bottom edge of this up with the bottom edge. And then the top is going to get lined up here. Now, you could absolutely mount this. Oh, you have a high wind warning for tomorrow. We'll be safe. Hi, Jen. Hey, Jen, you won last week's card. This one that we did last week. So I will pop that in the mail to you, my friend. Yeah, be careful, Carol. You could use your Seal Plus, you could use Tumble Liquid Glue, you could use whatever adhesive you like. I recommend when you do this, over 100 degrees, holy cow. Well, we're supposed to have 93 on Saturday, and that's pretty hot for central Pennsylvania, south central Pennsylvania in May. Not necessarily, you know, in August or July even, but in May, that's pretty hot. So, but I recommend the tear and tape for this because you see, we want it to catch. And when it goes back here, I don't really want my adhesive to be too far up or too far down. I just want it right along that edge. Same way with down here at the bottom. I'm just going to use the tear and tape here as well, keeping it close to the bottom edge. Okay. And then I start with the bottom. You may start whichever side you like, whichever end you like. And I'm going to line it up right at the bottom edge and right along the side edge, thus the side step, right? And then we're going to come back here and we're going to mount that top flap. Well, I'll tell you what, to take your pick tool, this thing is worth every dime. It is a $10 tool. It comes with your putty end, your spatula end, your paper piercing, removing backing to tear and tape, picking up embellishments end. It also has a stylus that you can take one of these ends out and put in, that gives you a large and a small ball for your stylus to do scoring or whatever with. And then the die brush attachment, right? Now that's sold separately. But with all of those things and everything that I use that for in my studio, I don't know what I did before the Take Your Pick tool was available to us. Took me a little bit longer to do some of those things, that's for sure. So there's how the card is going to stand up, right? How cute is that? And we're just going to put a piece of basic white down in here that you can write your birthday greeting in or stamp a greeting if you prefer. Whatever you like to do. And then I'm going to grab my greeting that we created. And we're going to mount this, and this is going to go right down here. Okay, so it's going to come right over onto the stamped piece of cardstock, but it's really just going to mount to this bottom edge. So guess what? I'm going to bring my tear and tape back in one more time. Keep it really close to that bottom edge. Tear that off. Bring my Take Your Pick tool back. pick up that backing. I always like to put that cap on. I know I'm about to jinx myself when I say this, but so far, and I have several take your picks in my studio just because I rely on them very heavily. I have all my caps, which is amazing. I cannot say this. Oh, that's way crooked. I cannot say the same thing about my caps to my seal. Those I have no idea where they went. So if you're buying seal for the first time, just be aware that when you get the applicator, the little plastic cap that covers your nose only comes with the applicator, and it's not attached like it was on our old adhesive. So make sure you put it somewhere safe. I saw someone do something really smart the other day. They just put it back in the bag that the applicator came in, and then they knew where to go to get it back. But yeah, mine have wandered off. So you do not get a new cap with every refill like we did with the old adhesive. Okay, so cute card, right? But it needs a little something. We're going to bring in some brushed butterflies, brushed brass butterflies. That is a tongue twister. Hey, Carol Z. I'm glad to have you back watching me. And then I'm also bringing in, these are beautiful, guys. These are the 2021-2023 in color Opal rounds. Those butterflies are blinding you probably. So this is the Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, Polished Pink, Fresh Freesia, and Pale Papaya. This is the new embellishment in the carryover in colors. And aren't they pretty? So we are going to use a couple of the small Fresh Freesia and just put them right here. They're sparkly in person. They probably don't show up great on camera. And Fresh Freesia is probably the lightest one, but there's definitely in person, there's definitely some purple going on there, a little sparkle, and a little action going on the inside of that opal. And then let's grab some brushed butterflies to place around our beautiful wisteria. And I'm going to take a small one and try to put him right up here. And then I'm going to take another one. You know, I like to do my triangle with my embellishments, right? And then we'll grab a large one because we have a bigger space down here to fill. But that way, there's our triangle. And then, of course, our label with our two. And there is our sidestep card. And I just think that is so cute. And then you can open it up. And you even have more space here. If you wanted to put another piece of white there, you absolutely could. And write additional message or stamp something. Or maybe even add a little pocket for a gift card. Whatever you want to do, right? And then that's how it stands and displays. And guys, let me tell you, I know we're all about social media and texting and IMing and private messaging and whatever else you want to call it, DMs and all of that. But there's nobody putting those things on their mantle, right? I don't know about you. I was raised in a household long before we knew what Stampin' Up was, where our cards went on our mantle or on the fridge or on top of the china closet, and they were displayed. And I think Stampin' Up helps to continue that tradition because we have such great tools to create such amazing cards with. All right, anybody want to hang out and check out the new paper pumpkin that just released for May? So this one, if you don't have, sorry guys, but I'll show it to you anyway, and maybe it'll give you an idea of what comes in paper pumpkin. Oh, sorry. Don't forget, comment, even if you're watching the replay, give me a thumbs up, share all of those things, and I will enter you into that drawing. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because that also communicates to YouTube that you like what you're seeing. So in every paper pumpkin, you get an exclusive stamp set. This one has a happy you, just for you make me. You can do anything to have you in my life, to celebrate your day. And I think these are just little dots. And then you also get an ink spot. And this one happens to be basic gray. Now, everybody's going, why do we want basic gray ink spot? Well, I like having the ink spots in all the colors, but the reason is because this one is featured all about the in colors, right? So what color is this tissue paper? Looks like Tahitian tide to me. How about you guys? And I see parakeet party already. These tissue papers are great for, you know, folding back up and putting in your gift bags later on, right? Yet another reason to have a take your pick tool. If you don't have scissors handy, you can open those plastic wraps that are around everything today, right? I'm always excited when this shows up on a day I'm going to be live, because then I get to open it with you guys. Oh, cute. I don't know what they are, but they're cute. So this is everything that you get. You get your cards, you get your envelopes. There's always die cuts to be punched out. This is a banner. Look at this. This is really pretty. There's texture in this too, which makes it kind of cool. Really makes me think of the ocean waves. Okay, so you get the banners. We have little gold accented rectangles with the parakeet party. What else do we have here? You get enough for every card that you need to use that design on. And you also get, hey, Debbie. Yes, you will have to come back and watch the replay. And you also get, oh, look at these. So these, we're going to have to see the instructions to figure out what we're doing with these, right? But we'll do that. You've got them in Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Orchid Oasis. You got them in all the in colors, except, do we have Tahitian Tide? That might be the banners. Those are kind of cool. Look at that. Circles, more banners. These are your card fronts or your cards. Okay, and this is printed right onto it. There's some words. This is you. Let's find the instructions and see what the cards look like. Oh my goodness, there's more. And then there's more. Oh, look at that. Best wishes. Happy, happy, you. So again, and then little small banners to stamp words on. Cute. So you could do a happy you or a thank you on there. And then some blank. So 2, 3, 4 blanks. 2 yous. Maybe more. And then the banner. And then these have a funky edge on the front. It's kind of fun. Thank goodness. Look at all this. And then here's your envelopes. And of course, they're lined with the colors, right? So we've got the parakeet, all 5 of the in colors. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in this kit that you can make. And if you watched my, I think it was Sunday Night Live 2 weeks ago, you saw that other kit that I did, that A Million Thanks kit. That was cool because I whipped out 27 thank you cards in just lots less time than if I had designed and stamped and done everything like I normally do. So here we go. Okay, so these are very, oh, look, you're going to put those stripes on that card. There's the fun edge. They're fun. And look at those colors, man. They just pop, don't they? So you always get this with your paper pumpkin as well. Wednesday, May 18th at 10:30 a.m. All right. So you literally are more than 12 hours ahead of us. I was in Fiji with Stampin' Up years ago. And I remember I almost went over to Australia. I wish I had now. So you always get the instructions that tell you how to put the cards together, what pieces to use to create the projects, just like Stampin' Up has created them, right? But of course, you always have the option to do your own thing with the kit. It gives you all of the supplies to do your own thing. You even get dimensionals, extra, and I always have extras of these from leftover. And we got some of the cute little embellishments here, the matte dots. Oh, look, Terran tape. How about that? And then, of course, as I said, that stamp set, all the die cuts, and all of that is fun, fun, fun. So should we make one? Should we make one while we're here? What do you think? I'll pull some pieces out for the parakeet one and I'll let you tell me if you think we should make one. And if not, we'll just say goodnight. There's always lots of pieces. All right, so I'm going to grab a card base. This is just a plain card base. And then we're going to punch out and if it is your first paper pumpkin, thank you, Sharon. Yes, we should. If it is your first paper pumpkin, then you also receive a clear block for your stamps, for your photopolymer stamps. All the stamps that come with the paper pumpkin are photopolymer. These are all going to be put on flat, and we can make them any orientation we want. So we're going to make sure that the gold is on here, and then we'll put the plain ones in the middle. How's that sound? So we're going to start from the left and work to the right. And I'm going to cheat if I can find my seal. There it is. I love it when it's laying right in front of you and you can't find it. I do that all the time. Anybody else? I'm being brave because I'm going to put them down before I really space them out. And I think I want the plain at the top. What do you think? Want the plain at the top? There we go. And then we'll put that one there. I'm not going to press that one down though, because I want to get my spacing from the sides first. So now, trying to make sure I have just about the same amount of space over here and at the bottom. And then we'll do this one. We're going to eyeball that middle. And now I haven't pressed down real hard on that one in the middle yet. And then we'll put these in the center between. Looking pretty good so far, huh? Hello, hello, Stamper Girl. Yes, parakeet party. I love it. I didn't think I would, but I do. So which is your favorite in color, guys? How fun is that? We got one in the middle, one at the bottom, one at the top. Love that. All right, now we have to find one of those other pieces that come in the kit. We're kind of on the fly here because I just got my kit today. There we go. And I think it's one of the really large, long banners. And these are all already cut. You just have to be careful pulling them out that they don't tear, because sometimes they just fall out for you, and other times they really, really stay in there. All right, so we need our blocks that we were using earlier. We'll grab one of those for this. And we're going to grab To Have You in My Life. We're going to put that in the center. Now they use their little Stampin' Spot. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to go grab my big ink pad. I love the Stampin' Spots and I have a bunch of them, and you know what they're perfect for? If you have a Stamparatus and you are inking a stamp on your Stamparatus and you are always getting ink on the plate itself or around the edges, you want to use those Stampin' Spots. They are fabulous for helping to protect and get the ink just where you want it. So that's what I do with my Stampin' Spots, but I also tend to keep some of my stamping spots and use them as door prizes at my events or for team gatherings. If we're playing games, I might, have some Stampin' Spots available. So that's why if I have the ink pad, and let's face it, I have them all, I try to keep my Stampin' Spots. I'm going to give it another try. I laid it on this horribly ugly scrap paper because it's, of course, purple. And it makes it a little bit easier for me to see white than laying it right down on the white grid paper. And that one moved on me, so I know that one's not good. So we're going with that one. All right, so let me see here. What do we got? We got Sweet Sorbet and Tahitian Tide and Orchid Oasis, a lady after my own heart, that Orchid Oasis, right? I am going to use those mini dimensionals and pop that up so that we have a little depth and dimension on the card, right? And I'm going to put a few across here. It's easier for me. You love all of them. Yeah, Connie, I grow too. Even if there's one that I'm not a big fan of, like Polished Pink, when that came out last year, I was like, oh, I don't know about that one. Well, I reach for it over and over. I reached for it today to design a card for our Sunday night live over on Facebook. We're doing scrap busting cards Sunday night. So if you're around and can join us at 8 o'clock on my Facebook page, please do. We've got a couple fun scrap busting cards to share with you because we all have scraps. No question about it. All right, so we're going to line this up down here, and then hopefully we're going to line this up on here and get it fairly straight. And we did. And now I want to see, that happy has to be a die cut. Let me see if I can find, oh, I found it. And they're all individual. Oh, no, they're not. I thought they were all individual letters. Carol, did you get my message that your In Color Club kit is ready, as well as the cards that you won? So that's going to go on there, but we're going to pop this up as well. And I'm going to cheat because I have some full-size dimensionals beside me. So you could absolutely use the minis. They'll work fine, but this will be a little faster for us. I'll tell you where I will use a couple of those minis is on the legs of the P's and the Y. There we go. Tahitian today, today anyway. I like that. I like that. I know every day is different, right? It just depends on our mood and what we're trying to accomplish. What, the stamp sets dictate the colors we work with, or the designer series papers dictate the colors we work with. It's funny because that's one of the first things I look at is the designer series paper and the colors that are in them. And I tend to then order extra cardstock in those colors. Uh-oh. See, I told you I was going to jinx myself. There it is. And we have colors that we haven't had in designer paper for a while. So that's kind of cool. All right. So we're going to place that right there. And then we have to have a little bit of those beautiful and they do a fabulous job of sealing these packages. I have to tell you, somewhere on the back, there it is. I'm like, somewhere on the back, there's a flap. So who's a Paper Pumpkin subscriber? And I think we're going to use Starry Night. And I know you thought I was going to put them on the ends of the banner, but I'm not. I'm going to put them under the banner, above the banner. And I might even add a Tahitian tide, since I saw lots of Tahitian tide love. And of course, I always like to do my embellishments in 3s or more. Always odd numbers, right? And there we go. So just that quick, we made that adorable card. And you could write your own message in there, signed it, and send it off to a good friend. Susan's going to make that card. Cool. Sharon's a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Awesome. I know there's a few of you on here because you're on my Paper Pumpkin Posse. All right, guys. I'm not going to fight with that and hold you guys up. Me. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, mine just came today. And I thought, well, perfect timing. I can share it with you. You can see what all comes in the Paper Pumpkin kit. If you're not already a subscriber, the deal is you can sign up and just order a kit 1 month, try it out. There's also subscriptions that'll save you a little bit of money, 3, 6, and 12 months. I usually recommend to someone who's never tried Paper Pumpkin to do 3 months. It just gives you a nice flavor of what you're going to get over the months. And most of the time now it's cards. Every once in a while they'll throw in like a package. Like next month, as a matter of fact, as we're speaking of that, there is this cute, is it shown on this flyer? No, but it's called Pick of the Crop, and it's got cards, but it also has a cute little tote bag, canvas tote bag, burlap tote bag, something like that. And we'll be able to order extras of those. Oh no, you don't get the Paper Pumpkin in Australia. That's horrible. Oh, Connie, I'm sorry. So yeah, so give it a try if you can. Sorry, Susan, that it's not in Australia. That's horrible. Maybe someday we'll get you that. We'll get it down there for you. But in the meantime, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in and hanging out with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed both the fun fold that we did and the project. I sure enjoyed sharing creativity with all of you and my love of stamping. And if I can ever do anything to answer any questions for you or help you out, just give me a shout. Until next Tuesday, when I'll be back here on YouTube with another card to share with you. Hope you stay safe. Have a great week, and make sure, if you can, hop over and join us on my Facebook page. I'm on there Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and also Sunday nights at 8. So I'd love to see you over there. Take care, guys, and have a good one. Bye.